back everyone to my channel. It's KG and Wearefootball, and today we're doing game week 4 predictions, the last game week before the international break, so we really need to enjoy this one. Last week actually was really disappointed with some of the results. I had some few good predictions. Chelsea beat Luton, I got that one right. Bournemouth and Spurs, I got that one right. I went with no draws, but Arsenal drew. Arsenal killed my vibe. It was the first shock result of the weekend. Brentford also drew. That killed my vibe. Everton and Wolves, I got that spot on. Wolves beat Everton 1-0. How many people saw that coming? Man United turned their 2-0 deficit in the first 4 minutes around to win the game 3-2. Easy prediction on that one. They were always favourite to win. Brighton beat West Ham. Brighton started very well with those 2-4-1 wins. West Ham were coming off beating Chelsea 3-1. So they were riding off that high, had lots of confidence. And they won the game with I believe less than 15% or between 15 and 20% possession. Brighton completely dominated the game, but that didn't matter. Moisey had his tactics spot on. And then on Sunday, we had Aston Villa and Burnley. I got that one right. Villa win, although Lyle Foster was fire. I think he's going to be a problem in the Premier League. I think he will get double-digit goals. That's my prediction. Lyle Foster will get double-digit goals. I promise you. Lyle Foster will get double-digit goals in the Premier League this season. And Burnley will survive. Trust me. Watch. And then City also late winner with them against Sheffield United, but it was predictable. And then the last game, also Liverpool with the most dramatic comeback, Darwin Núñez masterclass to beat Newcastle. I got that one wrong. So when you look at it, I wasn't actually too bad. I believe I got 6 out of 10. It was just Arsenal, Brentford, Brighton, as well as Newcastle that I got wrong. However, if you look at those 4 games, so that's like 6 out of 10. Slightly past, disappointed with that, but we'll do better this week. But if you look at those games, Arsenal was supposed to beat Fulham. It was a late equalizer by Fulham. Brentford was supposed to beat Crystal Palace. Again, an equalizer in the 80th, 81st minute. Brighton, yes, okay, that one I got wrong, although they dominated the game and I expected them to win. West Ham did what they had to do and they were very efficient about their business. And Newcastle, again, late, 2 goals from Liverpool coming from the 80th minute to win the game. So I wasn't bad. Newcastle was supposed to beat Liverpool. They were 10 men and they hit the post. Alisson made some great saves. There was some bad decision making that cost Newcastle. So I wasn't bad. I really wasn't bad when you look at it. Let's see if I can do better this week. Okay, so this week again starts on Friday. We have West Ham and Luton. And based on the fire West Ham has been on, beating Chelsea and Brighton 3-1. Impressive. I think they take that one. I think they take that one very easily. They win that one very, very easily. Sorry, Luton. Saturday, then we have Sheffield and Everton. I think Sheffield beat Everton because Everton have been so poor. I know they got a good result, not necessarily a good result against Doncaster in the EPL Cup second round, maybe boost their confidence. However, I think Sheffield, because this is almost like a relegation scrap. It's like a 6-pointer. Sheffield being at home, they're going to look to take 3 points off Everton. I think it's going to be a very, very important game for those 2 teams. Sheffield wins it. Brentford and Bournemouth, I'm going Brentford this time. I don't think they will draw again. I don't think they'll give away their lead. They will win it and also keep pushing and climbing up the table. Burnley and Spurs, I'm going Spurs. Spurs are flying high. Yes, although they lost to Fulham, it was EPL. Rotation also comes into play. But I think in the Premier League, Spurs are looking impressive. They're playing good football. So at the moment, I think Spurs are very confident and have good self-belief and they'll win their game. Chelsea Forest, we're looking for Raheem the Dream stat padding again this weekend. Let's see if he gets some more goals, but I expect Chelsea to win against Forest, although they had a decent showing against Man United. I don't think they will be lucky again to go 2-0 up in the first 4 minutes, so I have Chelsea winning that one. City and Fulham, also Man City coming off a very nervy final few minutes against Sheffield, but they got the result. It looks like Man City can just go on a run of really consecutive wins now and, start really gathering those points and gathering momentum. They've made good signings as well. We might see Jeremy Doku maybe making his first appearance and maybe Matthias Nunes, we don't know, but easy win for Man City. I don't think Fulham get the result that they got against Arsenal, although it will give them confidence. Who do we have Sunday? Sunday we have Crystal Palace and Wolves. Although Wolves got the win against Everton, they could have lost that game also quite easily. Everton had a goal disallowed. I think this one will go to Crystal Palace as the better team. Well-oiled machines, got some good stars in there. Olise, Eberichi Eze. I think it's a very good and young Crystal Palace team, and I think they will get the 3 points in that one. Liverpool, Aston Villa, probably a more trickier game than it should be. Aston Villa coming off a big win against Burnley, so 2 wins on the bounce for them. Unai Emery, we know, can really make it tight against the top teams. He's been amazing since he took over, got Villa into that Euro Conference League spot, 7th finish. However, Unai Emery, I saw actually a crazy stat saying he's amongst the top 6 or top 5 managers to collect the most points in 2023. How impressive is that? So it's not necessarily an easy game for Liverpool, especially without Virgil van Dijk. I believe they might concede. Liverpool need to, really sort out their problems in defense. Alisson gets them out of trouble so much, and they rely on him a lot. But I believe that Liverpool win that game. I think they are now very, very confident after that much difficult victory against Newcastle. Liverpool should kick on from that win. Hopefully Darwin starts. Imagine putting that performance and then you go back to the bench. So that's going to be interesting. And obviously we're expecting Salah to stay. We've heard rumors that he might leave to Saudi Arabia as well, but I think he stays, and Anfield is his playground. Anfield is his home. So I'm expecting Liverpool to take that one. And the biggest one of the weekend is Arsenal, Man United. That's the last game. There's no way Man United survive against Arsenal, right? I don't know if I'm the only one thinking that Man United have been a little bit poor in their games. In their first 3 games, lost to Spurs, were poor against Wolves, although they got the win, were poor against Forest, although they got the win. Forest had a red card. Man United also had a penalty. So, I don't know. They were lucky against Wolves and Forest to come back and win those games, but I don't think that happens. I think Arsenal are the much better team. As long as Arteta doesn't play around with his tactics again, we can see what that's doing to Arsenal. They're not very creative or as free-flowing as they were last season. The goals aren't consistently rolling in. So I don't know what Arteta has up his sleeve, but if he goes back to basics, keeps it simple, plays everyone in their position and plays his best players, Arsenal should beat Man United, and that's what I expect to go down. So those are my predictions. Again, I've went with no draws. I'm trying to stay away from the draws at the moment, have some cojones, like I said. But yeah, let's see what the weekend has in store for us and enjoy some last week of Premier League football before the international break. So with that being said, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. I'll be back again with the weekend's reaction and specifically the big match reactions after those games have happened. Enjoy your evening. Have a great one. See you next time. Thank you.